I eat pears now and like that. Got the dang Rick Ross pears. I have a pear tree. Through the glare that you can hardly see. To be honest, I don't eat pears. But what I do eat is healthy stuff. I try to stay healthy. You know, I don't eat that much junk because when I do, I feel like junk. You are what you eat. So if you're eating candy, garbage, you're gonna be candy garbage. Today I got some stuff in the mail. This is something I would normally never ever buy, order, purchase, something I normally don't do. But my mindset for 2016 is all for positivity. It's all for learning more. Knowledge. You know why? Because knowledge is power. They say the more you learn, the more you earn. Now some people are saying, geez, Sean, you sound like Ty Lopez. Well, you know what? I was actually watching a bunch and listening to his talks about life and knowledge, and here in my garage, he's actually a very smart dude, and he's one of the many entrepreneurs and successful people I listen to and respect. So for 2016, I want to learn more, and with that, I have to read more. So today, some books came in the mail. Normally, I don't read. Like, that sounds bad to say, but normally I don't read books because I thought there was more important things to do than read. Let me go grab this one book that I read and that also influenced me to get more. My bedroom is so messy, don't look in there. Today I actually did a lot of cleaning. I mean, not my bedroom, but I did a lot of vacuuming. Had a shop vac, I was going all around the walls, getting the cobwebs and dust and dirt and grime and buildup. But this book right here, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This book is like amazing. I mean, if you want to start reading like self-help, motivational, inspirational stuff about knowledge and truth in life, then this is a great book to start off because it's a simple read. It's definitely one of those books you should check out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Here's the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Those 4 agreements are something I'm trying to follow for this year even more strictly. I was doing these things by instinct previously, but now I'm like catching myself and making sure I follow that, because you want to live a happy life, right? We all want to be happy, positive, healthy, fit, all this, and the only way you could do that is by pursuing exactly that. You have to do certain things in order to get what you want. If you want to be healthy, you got to eat healthier, you got to work out. If you want to learn more, you got to read more. I sound like a broken record right now, but I think you get the point. So this one book inspired me to research and look up some other books that received a lot of respect and feedback and are like crucial necessities when it comes to reading and learning about self-help and knowledge. I got these from Amazon. And when you buy a book on Amazon, it'll show you some other books that are recommended. This is for a different video. Something else in here. I think there's a book in here too. And I'm not even kidding you. This was the first time in my life I was excited to receive books. During school, I did not read that much, but I wish I did. The books we read in school were normally things that didn't matter, like there were stories. I'm not a big fan of like fictional stories. I mean, of course, like Harry Potter and the classics like that are entertaining and they're fun. But when it comes to reading books, I don't often read fake stories just because that's not my thing. I like reading something and learning something from it. So these books are all about things that'll help me improve my life, become a healthier, better person, and maintain my positive like outlook on life. I'm one of the most positive people I know, and I don't think that's being like self-centered saying that, is it? There's nothing wrong with being positive. Everyone should be positive, and you should be supporting that, influencing it, you know, spreading positivity. The last thing you want to do is be negative. If you're negative, it's poisonous. You infect others with negativity. That's why in my videos I always try to convey positive messages, and I want to stay happy about it. Yo, dude, I'm hyped. Let's go, man. Oh my goodness. I'm actually really excited, dude. This is the first time in my life I was excited to receive books. So here we have a book called The Alchemist. Okay, just so you guys know, I'm horrible at pronouncing names and stuff, so I'm just gonna show you. To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. I'm gonna repeat that, let that soak in. To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. What I take from that is the only thing you should be focused on or like aiming towards is your future self, your destiny, your true self. Nothing else matters more in your life than the future of your life. I mean, of course, the current moment, like right now is, I guess, the moment that means the most. But your future is what you should be looking forward to. You should not be afraid of the future. You should not be scared to know what's ahead or not know what's ahead. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll just read the description here of what this book's about. Paulo Coelho's enchanting novel has inspired a devoted following around the world. This story, dazzling in its powerful simplicity and soul-stirring wisdom, is about an Andalusian shepherd boy named Santiago who travels from his homeland in Spain to the Egyptian desert in search of a treasure buried near the pyramids. Along the way, he meets a gypsy woman, a man who calls himself king, and an alchemist, all of whom point Santiago in the direction of his quest. No one knows what the treasure is or if Santiago will be able to surmount the obstacles in his path. But what starts out as a journey to find worldly goods turns into a discovery of the treasure found within. The story of Santiago is an eternal testament to the transforming power of our dreams and the importance of listening to our hearts. Pretty sure you guys got an understanding of what the book's about. It just is something that I thought was interesting and I want to check out. All these books I got were super popular and still are, and are recommended by many entrepreneurs, successful people, or anyone who's interested in learning more about themselves and just life in general. Another book I got here, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment by Eckhart Tolle. One of the best books to come along in years. Every sentence rings with truth and power. Now, if that doesn't sound interesting, I don't know what does. But I'm pretty sure you guys can understand the gist of it. The power of now, like the current moment, right now. What you're doing right now will affect your future, whether you like to believe it or not. I'll read some quotes in the back here. A reminder to be truly present in our own lives and liberated from our past and future. It can transform your thinking. The result, more joy right now. And that came from the Oprah magazine. Here's another one. Tolle has succeeded on two fronts: synthesizing the teachings of masters such as Jesus and the Buddha into an easily accessible guide to achieving spiritual consciousness, and making a strong case that the inability of humans to free themselves from dominance by the mind and live in the present is the root cause for misery in the world. He makes enlightenment seem attainable and necessary for both individual peace and the health of the planet. That comes from Forward magazine. Fresh, revealing, current, new inspiration. Out of the many spiritual books that cross my desk, this one stands out from the flock. If you are considering getting back in touch with your soul, this book is a great companion. This comes from Common Ground, Vancouver, British Columbia. Another one here. With intense and compelling clarity, Tolle's guidance holds the promise of leading us to our own best and highest place within, to resonate with and reflect the energy of true transformation. That comes from Spirit of Change. And the last one here. This seems to be the right book for many people at this point in time. The writing is clear as a bell. The words ring true. Truly an exceptional book that promises to make a real difference in people's lives. This comes from Tom Oakley, Vancouver, British Columbia. Definitely a book I'm looking forward to reading. So this is another one. We have a couple more here. Wanna go downstairs, Ginge? Alright, go ahead. You're free. Check this out, man. This is one of the most influential books ever. This book is iconic. It's classic. You can ask any successful person and they will all agree that this book right here is a necessity. You have no idea, man. There's so many people who I heard mention this book and was something that I just had to pick up. By Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I can't wait for this, honestly. All these books I can't wait for. How to Win Friends and Influence People is the most successful motivational book of all time. Now, if that's not a bold statement, I don't know what is. Dale Carnegie's time-tested advice will enable you to manage personal relationships more effectively and show you how to communicate with diplomacy and tact, make people like you, increase your ability to get things done, become a more persuasive communicator, and be a more effective leader. Celebrating over 70 years in print, this remains the first and best book of its kind and the only book you need on the road to success. Guys, if you're interested in personal help, personal development by any means, please pick up this book. I have not read it yet, but I have faith and believe in everyone that spoke about this that it is as good as it makes itself seem. Another awesome book. Then lastly here is another book that is recommended by so many successful people. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Powerful Lessons in Personal Change. Alright, so obviously by the title, I mean the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you want to learn, you might as well learn from those who already did it before you. You can skip so much time. You can fast forward just by learning and taking the truth and facts of people who already did what you want to do. You know, why waste your time trying to find the answer when there's books that give you the answers? Like, another book that I can't wait for. On the back here it says, every so often a book comes along that not only alters the lives of readers, but leaves an imprint on the culture itself. Wow. That comes from Danielle Pink. Covey's masterpiece, if it hasn't changed the world, has influenced millions of readers who can and will make our planet more peaceful and prosperous and prepared and purposeful. That comes from Warren Bennis. Happily, this book has advised and encouraged us for 25 years. Now, I encourage us to be loyal and supportive for another 25 years. Maya Angulo. The 7 Habits encompasses timeless principles that can help guide any company towards success. That comes from Tony Hesh from New York Times. The 7 Habits has guided many of us on our journey through the world of business. Simple but incredibly effective. A great guide for any aspiring leader. No person lasts forever, but books and ideas can endure. Stephen R. Covey's life is done, but his work is not. It continues right here in this book, as alive today as when first written. So it says, Dr. Covey's emphasis on self-renewal and his understanding that leadership and creativity require us to tap into our own physical, mental, and spiritual resources are exactly what we need now. Alright dude, so far these are my books I got that I cannot wait to read. I'm not sure how long they'll take me. I'm not the quickest reader, but I am learning to get better at it and obtain information faster. I'm just super hyped, man. I really am. I'm really excited. Like, when I have free time and downtime, I like to read and learn more. So I'm looking forward to checking these out and letting you guys know what they're all about. I'm going to continue sharing and spreading the knowledge. I don't consider myself a motivational speaker. I don't consider myself someone who is inspirational. I just do my best, always do my best, and I share anything I hear and find interesting, and I just spread the message. You know, if you know something's true, why not share that with the world? You know, don't hide the truth. Share it. Embrace it. Seriously, like, don't be afraid of the truth, knowledge. Like, just accept it and learn how to, like, overcome any obstacle by knowing exactly what to do. And the only way you're gonna know what to do is by learning, reading more, finding out, trying, action, doing something. Just do it. Right? Shia LaBeouf and Nike, just do it. Then lastly here, we have another book that I kind of got last minute because I heard it was good. Attached. The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. A groundbreaking book that redefines what it means to be in a relationship. Just so you guys know, I'm not dating anyone. I'm not in a relationship. I mean, I'm in relationships with friends and stuff, but I'm not actually dating someone. And I'm not in a rush either, you know. It's not a race to see who can date first, who can do this first, who can do that. Life is not a race. It's not. So don't feel obligated to be in a relationship just because you think society thinks so. That's not how it goes. We rely on science to tell us everything from what to eat to when and how long to exercise, but what about relationships? Is there a scientific explanation for why some people seem to navigate relationships effortlessly while others struggle? According to psychiatrist and neuroscientist Dr. Amir Levine and Rachel Heller, the answer is a resounding yes. In Attached, Levine and Heller reveal how an understanding of adult attachment, the most advanced relationship science in existence today, can help us find and sustain love. It says here, each of us behaves in relationships in one of 3 different ways. Anxious people are often preoccupied with the relationship and tend to worry about their partner's ability to love them back. Avoidant people equate intimacy with a loss of independence and constantly try to minimize closeness. Then lastly, secure people feel comfortable with intimacy and are usually warm and loving. Levine and Heller guide readers in determining what attachment style they and their mate or potential mate follow, offering a roadmap for building stronger, more fulfilling connections with the people they love. Alright, so we have a a decent amount of books here that should be all awesome to read. I'm gonna spread these out and show you guys. These books are gonna be so dang influential on my life. I cannot wait to dive right in and get learning. This is like the first time in my life that I actually ordered books and was excited to read them. This is something I normally wouldn't do, but it's something everyone should do. We all should read and learn more, because the more you learn, the more you earn, right? But that's about it, guys. I know it's something random and different, and I'm sure some of you guys don't care, but you should care. You know, your life matters, right? And I'm just spreading the message and letting you guys know that I'm looking forward to checking these out, and I'll let you guys know how they work out. I'm not sure what book to start with. I'm thinking either How to Win Friends and Influence People or The Alchemist. I mean, they're all gonna be good, but that's that, man. If you guys enjoyed this vlog, please smash that thumbs up button. Thank you so much, guys. For all you people who enjoy watching my vlogs, not just my gameplay commentaries, thank you. This is a more personal thing. You know, I talk about things in my life and how I'm doing, and I'm glad there's a lot of you who also enjoy that. I'll always be a gamer. I'll always love sharing my gameplay experiences, but at the same time, you know, I love being personal and letting you guys know what's going on in my life. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. In the comment section, let me know, what books have you read that you recommend or that influenced you, motivated you? I'm curious. Anyways, my name is Sean, aka EliteShot. I'm always gonna be your friendly COD fanboy and knowledge fanboy too. But I'm signing out. Peace!